Hey everyone, what shall I say? In a way, good evening. Well, to be honest, I've decided to come on today just to share a few things. And it's been a while I haven't come on and have a chat to all of you. So, for those who's watching, can you please wave so I know you're there? Or say from where you come from or anything like that, whether it's England or Wallington or anywhere, or even the state. And also, if you've got any questions, please ask, and then when I see them, I will definitely answer them. Apology if I don't see them while I'm doing the live. I will answer them later on, okay? I just really thought to come on today just to talk about self-regulation, self-awareness. And to be honest, I'm going to say, even for somebody like me, I have to do what I preach to all of you. Because if I really don't, and to do what I preach and realize how I'm feeling, I will not be able to help anyone. Okay, I will not be able to do the work I really love and enjoy and I'm really passionate about. It's really, really important. And also how easily it is sometimes just to go down that rabbit hole. Okay, we're all human. If I say to you, I haven't done that this couple of months down the rabbit hole, honestly, I won't be telling the truth. So it's been since COVID, okay, because before COVID I had my routine, doing things, taking break, going out to the park, having my me time, having self-care time, going to Brighton at least once a month to help on a course or just meet friends that I really had good relationship with when I did my course. Hypnotherapy in 2018 with an amazing lady, Jill Wotton. I would recommend her to anyone. I promise it's not a sale thing, but she, at the same time, she's amazing. Her knowledge, her passion and skill is awesome. It's taught me to self-care even more, because if I don't look after myself and do the things I say to people to do, and obviously don't go and do that, well, unless if you're working for me, alright, that's a different thing. If I really don't do what I believe in, I'm not going to be the best therapist for anyone, even myself. And self-care is really important, looking after yourself. Because as I always say, for example, if the things I do to myself or tell myself, if I do it to others, I will not be doing this live right now. And please give me a thumbs up if any of you feels like that. Because sometimes you say things you said, oh, that's so stupid. Oh, I look too fat or too ugly on this. Oh, how stupid can you be? Or who do you think you are? All of that going on in your brain. If you say it to others, well, who knows? You can fill in the gap of what might happen. Why do we say to ourselves? Sometimes when we're in that state of our mind, we're in autopilot and we're carrying on and we're going and it's good. Hi Hannah, it's lovely seeing you and thank you for watching. You're ruminating a lot. Your brain is on autopilot. It doesn't know what is real and what is not. Okay, it only knows what it's been programmed to. So for example, some of my other videos you might see that I've put on Facebook, we did the thing about standing and turning round and seeing how far you can go and then close your eyes and so on. Then you go a bit further. It doesn't know what's real or not. Even sometimes, let's just say you'll wake up in the morning, going somewhere, you're meeting somebody that you feel a little bit anxious about, maybe a new job or an interview. The brain doesn't know whether if it's a minor anxiety or a lion's chasing you. Okay, it just knows an anxiety is going protect. Okay, so if we really don't look after ourselves, we'll stay in that state and it will cause a lot of aspects with it, behavior and illnesses and so on. Anxiety, in a way, well, anxiety is the wrong word, but being in that alert state can be good, not all the time. Okay, because it can be absolutely exhausting. It can lead to so many others. I bet, because I've been there, I bet some of you, give me a thumbs up if sometimes you go to bed, you wake up really exhausted and you've had a long hour's sleep. It's because the brain is ruminating continuously. I won't go into detail. You'll go into this cycle of that sleep, that you're not having enough sleep, you go into something called REM state, which is the dream state. You're dreaming a lot, which avoids you to go to deep sleep, because there's a limit of how long to spend in the REM state, which is the dream state. And then you go to deep sleep, will produce the amazing serotonin, dopamine, and all the good juices you need to wake up feeling refreshed, motivated, satisfactory in the morning. I'll do another live in that. I don't want to go into details with that now. It will be another live into more detail. But I bet some of you woke up really exhausted. You don't want to get out of the bed. It's too much going on. Your brain is literally on autopilot, or shall I say a roller coaster thought. What if this, what if that, what if this, what if that. Also, that can relate to diets, external aspect of stress, internal aspect of stress. There's a lot of things. That's not what this life is about. Right now, this live stream. But my point is, I'm making me that since COVID, obviously, before COVID, I used to have a routine, having a self-care, going out, meeting friends, talking to friends, having coffee, just giving me that meets my basic needs and giving me that time to think and my me time. Since COVID, obviously, with everything's changing, there's a lot of things we all think about. Okay, and it's not only COVID. Sometimes in normal day about finance and stuff, and now with COVID probably even more. And I've got myself back into an old routine that I used to, because I'm thinking to be at work, my clients and this, if I don't do that, what's going to happen? They need me. Literally, I went to autopilot, that I honestly start working on override, and I didn't realize that I've worked and worked continuously. I haven't given myself time to go, stop, breathe, or anything like that. It's just literally solidly autopilot. Till I start noticing, and the thing is I'm making is really good, because sometimes, again, this is coming from me as a therapist, I know all the tools and all the answers. Not really. Most of the answers, shall I say. All the tools and stuff to regulate my to go, that's pesky pattern match. Oh, that taught how to change it. I'm human. It's okay sometimes to go through that, as long as you're not there for a while and you can spot it and change it. And to be honest, if you can't, there'll be people out there that might support you through it, friends, family, or even therapists or anything like that. But so I went through literally working, and I've started becoming snappy again. Tired, exhausted, tiny things becoming into me. My brain, any mistakes I make, my brain's going, how could you have done that? You could have done better. How dare you? How is this? How is that? What if? Ask me, you know better. How stupid are you? So many self-negative thoughts I was giving myself. And I just went, that was 2 days ago, I went, hold on a minute. What is going on here? How come I'm back into that spiral? And I realized I was carrying a lot of guilt, a lot of pressure, a lot of responsibility. No one gave me those responsibilities. I chose to carry them, because I went to that autopilot and old habit that sneaked up on me. And I'm like, okay. Good thing is, I've got the skills to recognize them. A couple of years ago, I really wouldn't. And if you really know me, I will have snapped. Or I will allow my emotion to take over me without me allowing to feeling them, deal with it and move on. I will suppress it, and become a ticking bomb. I've said, well, okay, I haven't done this, I've done that. Yes, I've had some weekends to myself, 5-10 minutes. At the same time, I've still been working. I went, actually, now it's time to give myself self-care and decide not to do anything this weekend. Okay, I was just like, that's it. Yes, I went and helped somebody on a course. But it was really my choice. And to be honest, it's a huge self-care for me, because I learned a lot as well. But when I'm in, not to do anything work-related wise, okay, really going to work, then those pesky guilt came back up. What if they need you? They're struggling. Your clients really need you. How can you say no? You're not having any client today. How could you? How selfish are you? And I was like, whoa. Ask my Jacob. I will never speak to anyone like that. Why have I got the right to speak to myself like this? And so the point I'm making is that is being aware of it and able to change it. Again, I'm really lucky. I've got the tools and strategy to get myself out of here, of that thing. Doesn't mean I don't go in it once in a while, and sometimes even more than once. It's realizing it, noticing it, really allowing yourself to feel, because before I never ever used to. Oh, feeling vulnerable is really bad. Oh my God, feeling emotion is really bad. And it makes you weak, makes you that total opposite. It really has made me stronger. It's giving me a different perspective. It's making me see the bigger picture instead of narrow focus, looking through a camera lens. When you're in that state, you are narrow focused. Through a camera lens, you're not seeing the bigger picture. Okay, sometimes you just need to take that camera lens away, step back and see the bigger picture. I can't control my environment. I can control how I be in my environment, what I do, and how I allow it to affect me. And I'm really not talking about really drastic things, sad things to an extreme. Okay, because you're allowed to feel, you're allowed to cry. Okay, if somebody's upset you, of course. I'm not allowing it to rule the rest of my day or years and so on. And guilt can be a really sneaky thing that comes up on me, because I was sitting there thinking, but my clients needed me. I should have booked. What if, what that, what if, what that? And I just literally honestly said to myself, Asma Jacob, stop. Because if your client doing that, what will you say to them? Self-care. It's okay, because in any emergency, in a lifeboat, what do they always say to you? Wear the life jacket first, or in an aeroplane, put the oxygen mask on you first. Because if I don't look after me, then I'll be useless to anyone. Okay, and my point is, as much as you can, even if a minute here or a minute there, or a tiny longer bath, or just sip your cup of coffee and enjoy for extra 30 seconds. Allow that to happen. Look after you. Realizing the truth, because it's okay to look after you. Every day, not once in a while. Every day, even if it's 10 seconds. Because you are important. You are somebody. You should be able to give yourself the care to be strong and able to support those around you that you love so much. And believe me, I know sometimes how tricky it can be, how hard it can be, how easy it can be just to go to autopilot and put everyone else first before yourself. And it's okay. I'm not saying change it. What I'm saying is, at that same time, that's your motivation. Look after yourself. Because even the Duracell battery needs changing once in a while, or recharging. Okay, because it runs out of charge. So you just really look after yourself. Take a deep breath. Take a step back. Enjoy where you are. Do 7-11 breathing, and I'm happy to teach people how to do that. So when you're breathing out longer than you're breathing in. I've done lives of that. But again, if you're really interested, give me a thumbs up. I will be able to go through it with you, give you some techniques with that. Because it is really important and stuff. And yes, there's external aspect of care for. Hi, Jane. Lovely to see you, and thank you for watching. And external aspects that might cause you continuously in that loop. Sometimes, as much as it's hard, it's able to say the word no. I need 30 seconds. Can you do that, please? Okay? Because it's really, really vital. And I'm guilty. As I said, I really woke up today going, I cancelled my client. Why didn't I do it? What if they need me? And honestly, I was like, no, Asma. You have to look after yourself, because I'll be useless to my clients. I will not be able to give them the best quality session they need. And believe me, I love what I do. I'm so passionate about what I do. At the same time, it won't be fair to them if I'm not in the right state of mind to hold that space for them. If I'm in my own brain, if I'm allowing my own judgment to cloud me, I will not give them anything that they deserve. So me being open and honest to say, I'm really sorry. It's been a really hell of a week. Can we schedule another day? If it's an emergency, of course. And it wasn't, which is a good thing, because it's a regular booking. And they were very, very understanding, because it shows I'm doing what I preach. I'm doing what I believe in. And because I love my job so much and I really, really love what I do, if I did not look after me, how am I going to look after my clients that really come to me for support? Okay, so my point I'm making is, if you can, when you can, do look after yourself. Allow yourself to say no. Okay, you might thank me later, I hope. Okay, but as long as it's safe, all right, and there's other people are not getting hurt. And sometimes you say no, it might upset somebody else, okay, because they're not used to that. Okay, and obviously for some children and adults, the word no might be a trigger. But what I'm saying is no. Like, if you really don't want to go out tonight, you don't want to meet your friends, it's okay to say no, because you're looking after yourself. You're putting yourself first. You're putting your own needs first. It's okay. If there's any question or anything like that, please feel free to ask me. And also, sometimes when it's the first time you're saying no, you might have those pesky voices in your head going, what's that, some of that. But you always have done that. It's also explain to say, I'm really feeling tired today. I really just want to sleep. Is that okay? Because if you don't do that, you're going to override and you'll not be able to support those who are around you the best way. Has there been a time, okay, when you woke up or during the day, things have happened, you've been able to do with it better and better and better. As the day goes by, you're feeling like you are going to snap or things are going to trigger you quickly? Or before you be like, oh, that didn't trigger me yesterday. How come it's triggering me now? The way I'm thinking about it is, think of a Pepsi bottle. Keep shaking it, keep shaking it, you keep shaking it, you keep shaking it. Or a can, Pepsi can. You can't see what's happening inside. When you open that, and explosions happen. If you want to open the can, what do? You put it down. You look after it. You give it time. Okay, for me, I will do 7-11 breathing, tap in, give it time, asking the right question, holding the space for them. And then I'll open my can of Coke and enjoy it. All right? Or a kettle. Think of yourself like if you're boiling a kettle. Sometimes it takes longer to boil to make a cup of tea or a coffee. If you're like me, you love your coffee, well, you know what I mean. The second time you boil it, it boils quicker than before. So if you want it to really let it cool down, it takes a while. It's just a few metaphors I've hit you here with and stuff. But my point I'm really, really making, look after yourself. You do deserve it. You will be able to support your loved ones and people around you. And I just literally realized that today when I woke up, going, I really felt guilty. And the strategies I dealt with that, I journaled, I tapped, did 7-11 breathing. And to be honest, I'm really glad that this weekend I'm just doing nothing. Okay, and I've decided next weekend as well, I'll book time off work. I will schedule my clients any other way, but I've made a promise to myself. I'll be looking after me. So I would really love to hear your views, your experience, and if there's any questions, please feel free to ask. If you already have, apology, my phone hasn't shown any, so just bear with me a minute. Let me just see. I'm just seeing Jane and Hannah, and when it comes to technology, oh boy, well, there is nothing I can say about that. Okay, I don't think there's any questions or anything like that. But feel free to write it underneath and have an amazing time. And thank you so much for watching. Have a good evening, everyone. Take care. Bye.